Hello, my angels. I just wanted to pop on here and show you this meal that I just whipped up. Baby, when I tell you this was an experiment that turned out so good, I was planning, okay, let me start from the beginning, okay? I had a taste for steak, beef rather, and potatoes. That's what I had a taste for. But I didn't want to do it the way that I always do. So I was like, okay, what can I do different? What can I do different? I'm not a soup type girl. I don't like soupy soups like wet soups, if that makes sense. I like more of a hearty type of soup type base type meal when I do a soup. But anyway, so what I did was I made a one pot meal with using the same things that I would have made just the beef and the potatoes, okay? So listen, this right here, this is just an experiment, like I said. So what I did, let me just stir it up a little bit so you can see. What I did was, instead of making mashed potatoes, this is like a combination of a mashed potato, a boiled potato, I can't even really describe what it is. As far as, I'll just tell you how I did it, but it just turned out so good that I just had to come on here and show it to you. So it might not be the cutest, but it is so good, okay? Trust me when I tell you, this turned out so good, babies. So what I did was I had some beef stew meat. That was the beef that I got. So I was gonna get steak or ribs, beef ribs, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I got the beef stew, the cubed beef for beef stew, right? Okay, so I had that. I sauteed that on the stove real slow. I seasoned it up real good, and I just sauteed that on the stove. All right, so that's the meat out of the way. So I was boiling potatoes at the time. So I just boiled my potatoes like I normally do for some mashed potatoes, right? But I didn't want to just mash them up. So, you know, sometimes I'll just do boiled potatoes and I'll just season them and eat them like that. So I was like, okay. So once I finished, I was like, I don't know what I want to do. I still was confused, like, what do I want to do? So I knew I had some cream of mushroom soup in the pantry. So I was like, okay, what can I do with that? So I'm just brainstorming, right? I'm like, what I'm gonna do? So anyway, so what I decided to do was, I said, okay, it's kind of the season where, you know, it's getting darker earlier and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I could just make like a hearty kind of stick to your bones type meal, right? Okay, cool, no biggie. So anyway, girl, my brain cells just got to working, right? So I said, okay, let's mix this and make this like a kind of like a I guess you could call it an over the top kind of sort of boiled potato, mashed potato type deal with steak. So this how this was created, okay? So what I did, then I took, okay, so now we got the steak. The meat is already done, right? Okay. So you gotta go with me in your mind with this, all right? So we got a pan on the stove with the meat that's already done. Now we got this pan with these potatoes that's already done. Okay, so what I did, I took all the potatoes out of the water, and they were seasoned because I'd already seasoned the water when I boiled them. So I took all the potatoes out of the water and I put them to the side, right? So then I took the water and I poured some of that water out, and I put the cream of mushroom soup, and I also had a cream of broccoli soup too, but I threw the can away. Luckily I had this other one right here so I could show you what I used, but I didn't have another can of that cream of broccoli, so I'm sorry, but I used cream of broccoli and cream of mushroom. So I emptied both cans of soup back in the pan, and I added a little bit of that water that I had just poured out. I added some of that water in there just to kind of loosen up that soup. So I warmed that up a little bit and added some seasoning to that. Then I put the potatoes back in, and because I didn't want them to be mashed potatoes, I didn't mush them up or anything. I just poured I see how the potatoes are still like cubed. So I just put the potatoes back in there, right? Okay, cool. So I mixed that up. Then I added the steak. Now I had cut the steak down. Let me see if I can find some. I cut the steak down to like little bite-sized pieces like this. So the steak that's in here is a whole pack of that stew meat, but it's just cut down into this size bites, okay? So then I just added that in there. So I had some frozen green beans, and I decided to go ahead and put those are the type that, you know, you can microwave or whatever. So I just went on and threw them in the microwave for a few minutes, and then I took the green beans and that same pan that I had cooked the beef in, I just went on and put the green beans in there, and I sauteed them around in the seasonings from where I had cooked that meat. Ooh, and then I just seasoned that a little bit, seasoned the green beans, and then I added them to it also, right? And then I just let it cook down together. And I was like, Lord, what in the world I done made? What is this? But when I tell you, I tasted it, honey, this is so good. I just wasn't prepared. Like, if I had some biscuits or some cornbread, girl, this would just be it. But it's so filling and hearty, just like this. So I was just surprised. So I was like, let me do a video, and I'm gonna have to do a lot of explaining because I know this probably don't look the best, but when I tell you, this is so good. If you like mashed potatoes and you like steak and you like a hearty meal, honey, this is so good. I made this so quick and it was so delicious. So I just wanted to share it with you, baby. I just had to. So I know she might not be the cutest, but she is really good. Okay, just give her a try, you know. Don't judge a book by the cover, but this is really good. It looks good to me, but I'm just saying it may not be the most, you know, prettiest meal, but baby, when I tell you, this good. This gonna be good, right? I can't wait for my little bud to taste it. But anyway, I know he gonna like it. This is so good right here. Yeah, baby. Yeah, this is good. I'll probably even have my son pack some of this up for my son too. He'll probably like this too. But anyway, yeah, love. So anyway, I just wanted to show it to you. And these are the seasonings that I used. Slap Your Mama, Montreal steak, garlic powder, and cream of mushroom soup, and also cream of broccoli soup. I just don't have a can to show you because I threw it away. But yeah, babies, this is another simple, easy meal experiment that turned out delicious. So if you got different ingredients in the house and you just put stuff together, honey, you'll be amazed at what you can come up with. Okay, so I hope this video gave you an idea of something to try, especially now. Excuse me, phone ringing. Especially now with the weather changing and stuff like that. This is a nice, hearty, quick and easy, just one pot meal, baby. Okay. So let me go get this phone. I love you so much. I hope this video gave you an idea. I love you. God bless you, baby. And I will see you in my next video, love. Good night.